something I can see turning out of that black hole, two luminous discs. The eyes, it might be a face, might be almost but heavens, something wriggling out of the shadow like a gray snake. Now it's another one, and another one, and another one. They look like tentacles to me. I can see the thing's body now. It's large as a bear. It glistens like wet leather, but that face, ladies and gentlemen, it's indescribable. I can hardly force myself to keep looking at it. It's so awful. The eyes are black, and they gleam like a serpent. The mouth is a kind of V-shape with saliva dripping from its rimless lips and seem to quiver and pulsate.
There are moments in some people's lives when they encounter something they cannot immediately explain. A dash of shadow through your car's high beams, two reflections in the bathroom mirror, moving lights in the sky. Panic subsides and logic takes over. These things can be explained. Picture, if you will, a shadow cast by nothing, a figure in an empty room, a person you know should be there, but for a reason unclear to our investigators, simply isn't. Hard for the mind to comprehend something that left this material plane just as you turned your back. It's enough to drive one mad. But not Agent McAndrews. And not Saint Garcia-Flores. Not yet, anyway.
Alarming.
Love to be threatened by the opening narration that my character can't hear, but I can.
But I can, yeah, uh-huh.
There's a reason Queen's I'm Going Slightly Mad is on the playlist.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that song.
I'm going slightly mad. That being said, Saint Garcia-Flores, you just opened the office door, and you have seen where Lucille Silverton, the proprietor of the bed and breakfast you are staying at, you have seen where she is supposed to be, and where she isn't, and you can see her shadow on the wall.
Well, I guess this means checkout's gonna be a little late. I would like to put the key back on the wall. Oh, dear listener, if you could see Ben's expression right now, he looks so disappointed in me.
This might be the first time we've ever recorded with cameras on, which means I can react to this bullshit in real time.
Yeah, I'll put the key back where it... Well, I mean, fuck it, she's a shadow now. Who gives a shit? We can come and go as we please. And if she gets mad at us later, we'd be like, you're welcome for saving your ass. I'm just gonna... You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna keep the key for right now. I'll just, we can return this later if need be, but, can I, do a quick looky-loo around the room and see if there's anything that's different from when we were just in here?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. I'll allow you to take a closer look if you want to search the room for clues, Scooby.
I think that makes me Freddy, actually, if I'm looking for clues, rather than being bait. That would be an investigate? Or a notice. Either way, it's the same for me, so it doesn't really matter. But, I figure for flavor.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to your heart's content.
Okay. Oh, that was a really good roll. I rolled a 3, 2 5s, and a 6. So that's a +4. That is almost as good as I could do on that kind of roll, so.
Cha-cha-cha, all right. You survey the room, you can see that her computer is on. It's maybe opened up to some billing software, some, kind of inventory management software that has a log of who's staying where and when and all that and how much.
She was fighting for her life in an Excel spreadsheet.
Oh, God, aren't we all? And in another dimension, too. Mm-hmm. Terrifying. Mm. What's scarier here?
I would argue that being in an Excel spreadsheet is almost exactly like being in another dimension.
Dark Microsoft, show me the forbidden Excel sheets.
Her desk is very neat and orderly. You have a feeling that she takes very good care of this place. You notice a number of framed portraits of her and other citizens of this town, some of whom you recognize. You hear that there's the washing machine is going off in the other room, chugging along. You have a feeling that, perhaps she may have started it before she skipped town, as it were.
Yeah. Before she got.
Yeah. A cabinet or two is open. It seems like she was freshly operating in this space mere moments ago.
Oh, wow. Okay. But nothing else is any different. There's nothing to indicate maybe why she got teleported. We need to come up with some pithy little word for what's happening to these people.
I agree, we should. I believe I mentioned this at the last session that the radio was on.
Interesting. If I turn the radio off, do I still see her shadow?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep that radio off, because I don't want to get fucking warped. Fucking warped toward 2011. Okay. And Cactus, I think, if I recall, is in this room also.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up that little man and be like, bud, I don't think you want to be in here right now. Let's get you somewhere else, huh?
Cactus loves everyone and loves getting picked up.
Okay, great. So I pick him up, and me, him, and the key are gonna vamoose, and I'm gonna close the door behind me and head upstairs and go into our room and be like, hey, so exciting news. I didn't get caught putting the key back. Other side of the coin, our hostess is a shadow now. So. Also, I decided to keep the key because she's a shadow now, so we can't get caught.
I can't argue with that logic. That's, Okay, well... This is the closest we've been to the actual point of transition. So...
Yeah, I noticed that the radio was on when I came in, which maybe that's part of the situation, but it's so hard to tell. Could I tell possibly what station she was listening to?
KNYW,
Yeah,
74.5.
Okay. Yeah. So
it has
maybe
to have
that's
something
part of
to
the
do with
mystery.
radio.
Yeah.
Okay, well...
Just because I said those letters and then those numbers, my brain tried to autofill in a jingle. Mm-hmm. And all my brain could do was, "You're kind of fucked." That's KNYW 74.5. You're kind of fucked.
I swear to God, if we walk back into that room, turn the radio on, and that's what it says, it's like, nope, I'm putting in my fucking resignation. We're done.
We're leaving. We're moving. We're moving. I don't know where. Somewhere. We're fleeing.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'd like to shut just go downstairs and fill Saint in on what I found on the deer cam footage.
Okay.
Go downstairs?
Which is...
Aren't you two already in the same room?
We're up.
I would like to go back downstairs.
And as we go downstairs, you fill me in on that information.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Understood.
That the... Agent Coy's last visible on the footage 4 days ago, but...
And he was here for...
How long was he here for before that? It was weeks,
Like a couple weeks, right?
I believe so. I think I've said about 3 weeks or so.
Yeah,
okay,
so
we have a little time.
he got here about 3 weeks ago. He crossed over 4 days ago. And I think, based on the camera, there's further activations on the camera with nothing picked up on the video feed. So it's possible that he was still here, but there's nothing since we got here.
So where did he go?
I don't know.
Is the question. Well, ideally, we will figure out how to bring all these people back to the other side, so he would be included in that, business, unless...
I'm thinking about...
Unless they go further and can't maybe he's... That's a morbid line of thought. Never mind.
You think maybe this is some sort of transitional state that but it expires.
Maybe. I don't know.
Or they can't be sustained.
Oh, Ben's doing a little smirk.
No, I'm not. Mm-hmm. This is just my face. This is what it looks like.
Mm-hmm. Please.
Just puts entire lower half of face into owl mug.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to get... And so you think that she went into... You heard her in the office.
Yes. Yeah.
And then...
And was making several plans to try and get my ass out of this situation, and turned out it didn't matter.
And then make me a shadow on the wall.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Sandman. Shadow a man. Bum 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 bum.
I'd like to take my my handy dandy little UV flashlight down there and just also do a sweep, maybe poke at the computer a little bit, see if there's any kind of evidence of electronic interference.
Sure, yeah. You dick around on the computer. The computer doesn't seem to be the source of anything. Really, there are just some Excel spreadsheets and kind of a...
Sure.
Again, like a not like a TurboTax, but like an inventory management sort of thing.
QuickBooks or something.
QuickBooks, yeah. There we go. Accounting software.
Yeah.
For day-to-day expenses and whatnot. If you run a small business, one of those kind of things. But yeah, there's no electrical interference. Not with the computer. Everything seems all plugged in and functional. As I mentioned to Matty at the end of the last episode, it's a pretty old laptop. You get the idea that she's been using this one for a while. It's like a mid-2000s gateway something or other.
What is happening here? What is the mechanism that does this?
This whole mystery has been just being like, hey, fuck phones. The kid get these days in their phones. Am I right?
That's true.
Yeah, that's the moral of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's because you're always on your
Kids these days in their radios, huh?
Is this a portable radio?
Back in my day, we just sat in a circle and sang.
What if your phone teleported you to the Twilight Zone?
What if your phone sent you to purgatory?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Is it a portable radio?
Yeah. Not like a camping radio or any of those smaller ones, but it's one of those ones that's it's got a handle on the top. It's maybe a foot wide. Plugs into the wall. It's portable, but not battery powered.
That's what I was asking. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
It's not like a huge hunky stereo that would be a hassle to lift.
Hunky, you say?
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, I'm a little giggle over here at my own.
Yeah,
my own fucking jokes.
I'm not a fucking wordsmith. I'm a dungeon master, not a poet.
I need a better Alistair voice because I feel like sometimes it's hard to tell whether I'm doing him thinking things through or me thinking things through.
Ezra, what do New Englanders sound like?
Not too late to make him inexplicably Irish.
No, it is too late to make him inexplicably Irish.
Not too late to make him from Brooklyn.
My shitty Irish accent for that long.
Oh.
I don't know, you just say wicked a lot. He's not from Boston, and I can't do a Boston accent either.
He could be from Brooklyn.
Incoming.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's not battery operated, though, which nixes my concept of picking it up and just playing it outside and seeing if the shadows reacted to it. Can I find an extension cord?
You could.
I would like to find... This is what because we wanted to go outside anyway and get a good look at and see how many shadows we could see while the light was bright.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try to run an extension cord out onto the sidewalk and bring the radio and just crank up KNWY as loud as I can and see what happens.
Sure, yeah, you dig around in one of those utility cabinets, and I'm going to say you can find maybe, I don't know, probably a couple 10-foot extension cords for whatever reason. Maybe it's for holiday lights for outside.
I just assume that adulthood means accumulating extension cords.
You'd think so, but we always seem to be short one in this house. It's an ongoing mystery with me and my roommates. And yeah, I think you're able to get probably like a 20-foot leash.
Okay.
Going for this radio.
That'll have to do.
Especially if you plug it in by the front desk instead of in this back room.
Yeah.
You can probably get this a good distance out the front door.
That'll be the goal. I've like got extension cords. Alistair's like double fisting extension cords. And is looking at Saint and it's just like, okay. Think it's time for an experiment.
Okay, I'm interested.
Well, while we've got the light, which is our best chance of actually observing numbers and behavior on the, I hate calling them shadow people.
The victims.
I think the radio has to tie into it somehow, and I want to see if that particular frequency produces any sort of reaction or effect. So.
Yeah, I feel like it's... I don't know. I have such a weird feeling about it. It can't... I guess it could technically not be connected, but... I don't know. My gut says it is.
It certainly seems like the most fruitful potential line of inquiry at this point.
Yeah, we don't have a lot. So...
No, we don't.
Sure. How do you conduct your experiment, Doctor?
I tell you what, can you stay in there and just make sure that I might have to have you change sockets or something.
Yeah, it doesn't get unplugged. You don't accidentally pull it. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
And while you do that, I'm going to do a little extra snooping.
What you gonna look at?
Is there anything else of note in this room beyond just that? Like, I know I've already kind of looked at the computer. It doesn't seem like there's anything there. We're doing the radio stuff. There's just kind of general hotel things. Is it really like this is the most, like, personal kind of item in this room? Something that would indicate, like, a life?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
The most personal objects in this room seem to be the framed pictures.
Okay,
that
then
you
yeah.
know of so far.
Yeah. Do any of them look like they're... it sounds like some of them are like townsfolk. Do any of them look like they're family? That was my first thought when you mentioned photos.
Sure. Yeah, you see an individual who appears to be Lucille's son in one of those photos.
Mm.
It is her at the playground next to a kid who is sitting on the swing. It's a happy fall day in Kenway, Nevada. I will note that you can judge based purely off of the fashion that this took place. This photo was taken a number of decades ago.
Yeah, so this child is probably like our age or older. If
almost
they're
certainly
alive. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And there's no more recent photos of the son?
No, not in this room.
Okay, that's fair.
Perhaps in her quarters or something, but there's that for sure. And then also there is another photo that your eye is drawn to, right behind that, which is Lucille Silverton, your beloved host and owner of this bed and breakfast establishment, standing at like a 4th of July picnic event with the town's one and only celebrity, Monty Bushell. He has his arm around her back.
Yeah, the second you said his son, I'm like, see the pieces falling into place here.
As they are like parade waving to a crowd together.
Okay. Do I happen to remember if she had a ring, like a wedding ring?
Not that you noticed.
Okay. That guy died, didn't he? He's like the radio host guy. He passed away.
In 2010.
Yeah, and his son runs the station now?
And his son runs the station now.
Okay. We need to talk to this son. Like, ASAP. Well, I will return to making sure the radio doesn't get unplugged duty.
Z, what are you doing outside?
Okay.
Or Alistair, what are you doing?
Yeah. So, first of all, is the light bright enough that I can see evidence of, like, shadows where there shouldn't be shadows?
Yeah, the sun is still pretty bright, and you can still see these, like, half translucent, which is what the word translucent means, figures.
That
shapes.
kind of, yeah, okay, that kind of suggestion of the shape of a person, almost.
Mm-hmm.
In the air. Okay. Are there any, like, close-ish to where I am?
There are those mobile homes right next to the bed and breakfast in, like, a fenced-off area nearby. That's right next to the parking lot. I'm going to see that you can absolutely see a shade, like, right by the fence.
You know, at the running the risk of causing a disturbance in public, I would like to turn the radio to the local station, turn the volume up as far as it will go, and observe whether there's any effect on the behavior of the shadow person.
Sure. You maybe set the radio on the hood of a parked car in that parking lot. Try to angle the radio as best you can toward this figure. Again, a translucent shape, that's kind of just like flickering with the intensity of the sun, partially obscured by normal shadows in the area, but very, very clearly a figure in front of you. And yeah, you turn back on the radio and there is an immediate effect. The shadow dims.
Oh, okay. Turn it down. I'm gonna just try to gauge, turning it up and down and see if there's a causal, like, inverse causal relationship.
Not when you touch the volume button, but when you change the station frequency. Closer to KNWY, the shadow disappears. Further away, more solid. Almost like the KNWY frequency is pushing people out of this reality.
Okay. I cannot believe that we're gonna have to reverse the polarity of the fucking neutron flow.
Like magnets pushing each other away.
Okay. Fascinating. Think to himself, Alistair just takes a moment and is like, I wasn't that good at physics in college.
Saint didn't go to college!
Just has this moment of, like, I don't know how fucking I, Ezra, have no fucking idea how the physics of sound waves works because I didn't take physics in high school.
I did, but that was like 10 years ago.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So, all right.
We are getting a note passed to us from off screen by the producer. Just let me take a look here. It says, I don't know either.
I'm so glad that God, I'm so glad when I get to play tabletop games with my friends who were, like, social sciences or liberal arts majors, and just know that, like, it's about the themes, not the science.
It's about the vibes.
I can take out my diploma. It doesn't fucking say science.
I didn't get one.
Mm-hmm.
So yours doesn't say science either.
I went to college a bunch of different places, and none of them gave me a degree.
Yeah, we have a couple of dropouts, and Ben, who has a degree in, I believe...
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Were you a comms major?
Digital communication arts, you media communications.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so not science.
Not audio engineering. No, audio engineering, but not audio physics.
Yes.
Got another note from our producer here off screen. None of us know how sound waves work, is what it says. So,
okay, well, yeah, all right.
Thank you,
Hey,
Brett.
everybody, in case this is a surprise, this podcast, which is made out of sound waves,
I actually got a note here from myself, which is wild. And I'm not sure how I'm managing to read this because I wouldn't know how to spell this, but it just says,
Okay. All right, so I will make some notes about this, and then I will be like, Saint, come, you should see this.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna make sure that everything is all plugged in correctly, and I'm gonna take one last kind of thoughtful. I'm gonna take my phone. I'm gonna take a photo of the photos in the frame on my phone, so I have them for my own reference.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna duck outside. Yeah. Okay. What's up?
Just look.
Okay.
Gestures.
Okay.
The flip away. Turn the dial like down from. Did we say 74? Yeah, 74.5. And then turn it back towards it. It's like
Okay.
it's keeping them out or pushing them
Away.
away.
So the question is, if I can theorize here,
Please do.
perhaps something about the radio. If there's enough exposure, maybe if we're thinking about it like radiation, which is not accurate, but enough exposure to it pushed them through, and then continued exposure continues to push them away. We have to find a way to basically just kind of them through the other side. That wasn't a great Foley effect, but you get my drift.
Or something to pull them back.
Right. So they get, because it's
Turn
abrupt,
the
right?
corkscrew the other way.
Yeah.
Is it abrupt because it builds up until it reaches critical mass, or is it
Right.
abrupt because there's some sort of other inciting factor?
Right.
Like-
That's the question. It
Like
seems
a spark
like
and built up kindling.
right. My rough guess is that, based entirely on the mayor's behavior, it seems gradual, like a pipe bursting, where it's a gradual event where it just hits a breaking point and then the pipe bursts, rather than the kindling metaphor. But that's just a guess. We can't necessarily confirm that.
No, we can't.
I don't know just looking around Lucille's office, I have no indication of what an inciting incident could have been. All that I could have detected was the radio, and the radio's been on. So that's what leads me to the gradual build up, and it just goes through idea. Unless there's something that, I'm really just building the layers of metaphor here. But you've heard the mystery of the weapon has gone missing in a locked room, and it turns out that they were stabbed with a icicle that melted. It's the murder in the sauna. What if the inciting incident, the weapon, is something that no longer can be seen after the transition occurs? In which case, how the fuck are we going to find it? There's no puddle on the floor here. I don't know what we're gonna find. I think we need to talk. I think we need to talk to the son, the son of the guy. I'll pull up the photos on my phone. Look, Lucille had a son, from what I can tell, and based on this other photo, it seems not unlikely that the son of the radio star who was killed by video. Sorry, that was a stretch. The son.
Shadows killed the radio
Star.
Yeah, Alistair
they're
just
the
raised
same
an
guy.
eyebrow at you when you pulled
Look,
the video killed the radio star thing. It was just
I'm really spinning here.
No.
But so I think we need to talk to this guy. I think we need to find him, because I think that
you're right.
he's got to be the key. This all ties back to the radio station, and it's his station, and he's been missing. So maybe that means that he got kicked, but I could have said shadow banned. That would have been pretty funny. Yeah, maybe he got shadow banned, but or maybe he's hiding because he's realized what he's done.
You're right. We need to find him.
But I think he's the key. Yeah. We haven't been down to the local watering hole yet. That might be a great place to start to see if anyone's seen him.
You make a compelling point.
And maybe we can try and spread the word. We can try and be like, hey, don't listen to the radio right now. We think that there's something about the radios are shorting out people's power.
We'll come up with something.
Yeah, I think that we should try and get people to turn off their radios for the time being until we know that maybe there's something else going on.
Yeah. We suspect some sort of malfunction in the power supply to the radio tower.
Yeah.
I think we might need to go back out to the... calling it an impact site seems prematurely certain. But whatever it was...
Yeah, the hole, the pit.
Yeah, the disturbance in the woods.
The origin point, maybe.
Could
I
be.
guess that would be the same idea as an impact site, but...
I don't know.
The anomaly.
Let's go with that.
I'm going to say that as you're standing there, as you're making these plans, you
Sure.
can hear the normal music coming from the radio. The kind of golden oldies that you would expect. The kind of golden oldies that you heard earlier. The Wanderer, I think, was playing at one point while you were packing or unpacking your bags. And I'm going to say, for a brief break, the song comes to an end. You can hear a human voice. And you hear... but it's fragmented. It's not coming through all the way. The song was crystal clear, but for whatever reason, the speech itself seems crackled and distant. But you can distinctly hear. If you're still listening, KS, fine, help. Before transitioning to another song.
Oh, we should maybe go back to that radio tower, eh? Hi, it's me, Midwest Saint.
Hey.
That was out of character, obviously. Oh yeah, this is my backup character.
Christ. Okay. Yeah, Alistair kind of just like his head whips around and looks at Saint to sort of make sure that he also
We exchange
heard
a
that.
Yeah, we should go back to the station.
You can go to either location. I will remind you that you were not able to get into the
we can't
new
get into the-
station, the new studio.
I'll break in.
I think this kind of small town, anybody who's drinking at the bar in the middle of the afternoon is going to be the kind of person who knows everything about everybody.
Fair point.
Might be able to get us into the radio station or know
There we go.
what might have happened to anyone who could.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. My knee-jerk instinct of someone's in trouble, time to break a door in maybe is not the best way to go here.
Evidence of a misspent youth.
Anyway, only sometimes.
Good thing I'm not actually a cop then.
Okay, one, anything that I would have done would have been very minor, and two, I think the statute of limitations would have run out by now. So,
Alright. Just a pair of friendly neighborhood utility workers skiving off in the middle of the day to have a beer.
that's us.
You cross the street then.
Yeah.
I presume you turn the radio off.
Yeah.
And
I'll
take it inside.
Yeah,
I
I'll
think,
turn the radio
probably.
back off, turn it inside. And also, I will be diligent and uncouple those extension cords because that is a fire risk.
We come back, it's just on fire. Ben's like, oh, you forgot to uncouple those. Sorry.
If you permanently destroy a location in one of these chapters, the chapter falls apart.
Okay, good to remember for the future. Time to start breaking shit.
Go to the woods. Burn the wood? No. Don't burn the wood.
We fucking sink the boat and create a whole bunch of new real ghosts.
Oh no!
That's just
Now this beer
ParaScience,
is really gonna be haunted.
But it's the No Mercy run.
Yeah, please don't kill my plot critical NPCs. I'm begging you.
What if the Ghostbusters just did murder?
Bada, bada, bada.
I'm sorry, just what if the Ghostbusters fucking were like the firemen, like firefighters become arsonists, but they fucking murdered people so they could deal
The Ghostbusters make ghosts. You know, it's a tough economy out there for ghostbusting. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Arson makes me feel good.
Oh boy. Okay.
They're just cops.
All right. So yeah, I guess we should go. What? Oh man. Okay. What is? It's like they're. I don't know. Like in the radio somehow.
Oh, there's ghosts in the radio.
There's ghosts in the radio.
Ugh, don't you just hate it when? Hashtag relatable. Cool. Yeah, let's go across the street and see if we can make some chatter happen.
You unplug the radio and set it back down in the office where you found it. And you walk across the street, I guess bobbing and weaving between the shadow people that occupy the sidewalks with you.
Fucked.
It's still a town that is effectively in motion for half its residents, even though you can't see them. Not fully, anyway. But you cross over into the Last Call Sign Bar and Grill, which is a restaurant across the street. You do hear noises from the bar right away when you walk in. There's a jukebox playing. You know, much like the Radio Museum and much like the bed and breakfast. There are photos all over the wall. There's wood paneling. There's empty booths. And there's someone manning the bar.
Okay. Jukebox is probably safe.
We'd only hope.
Okay. I'm just gonna think out loud. I think I'm gonna go with the, I'm kind of a nerd about, local radio stations thing. And we'd really love to get, just meet the guy or get in there. And also, we legitimately need to ask if he's been having any problems. And, people don't know shit about shit. I could definitely just say, we're thinking of part of the, part of the infrastructure upgrades might involve some adjustments in frequency in basically in the power lines, and we want to make sure that it's not going to interfere with the local radio station. If you've got those real high voltage lines going by. I don't know. That's not how electricity works, but Alistair knows that most people don't know that.
Yeah, I think you have to rely on the idea that maybe we just need to make everybody else think that we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Literally that It's Always Sunny screenshot that's I don't know enough about electricity to dispute this.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, cool. You pull up some bar stools. He heard the footsteps long before you said anything and before you actually grabbed the chairs. So he pops his head up over the side of the bar where he was, working. I don't know, cleaning something, mopping the floor. Who knows? You mop the floor on your hands and knees. I don't know. I haven't worked a goddamn day in my life.
This guy's starring in a one-man Cinderella adaptation.
Pops over the side is a man. He's a flannel shirt, one of those kind of big, huge, puffy Marty McFly jackets.
Okay.
Or vests, rather.
Sure.
Brown hair, kind of slicked back a little bit. Noticeable artificial arm.
Nice.
Some kind of worn-down jeans. And, I guess you can't see the feet because he's standing on the other side of the bar. But those are cowboy boots.
Oh my god, I also loved that fucking weird heist movie with Adam Driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
What
the fuck movie was that?
Logan Lucky.
Thank you!
Logan Lucky.
I forgot the title of that film for a second there.
Welcome to Last Call. How can I don't think I've seen either of you before.
Oh, and hey, yeah, no, I'm Al, this is Saint. We're just in town for NV Energy. Doing some, we've had some reports of service complaints, that sort of a thing, and wanted to make sure that it wasn't anything that was affecting the radio station, and also sort of checking up on there's some changes coming down the wires that might just create some interference. So, and it's been a long time since anybody's gotten out here and really checked up on much of anything. So,
sure. He kind of extends his hand outward and kind of like hovers it over the bar in like a friendly, just checking sort of hand gesture. I'm not late on any bills though, am I right?
No, and real fortunately on my end, that is somebody else's department.
Okay, cool. I try to stay on top of that. I really do.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure. No, that's I couldn't do billing software with a gun to my head.
Yeah, not our circus, not our monkey.
No,
Okay,
we are
sounds
just
good,
here
sounds
to I mean, although here is your chance. If you have any complaints about service, here's your chance. We're a walking comment box.
No, not something I really think about.
All right.
Good. That means everything's working the way it should.
Yeah, that
Good
is
to
the
hear
funny
that.
thing about electricity. You only care. Yeah, you really only notice it when it doesn't work.
When it's broken. Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, we've stopped a number of places, and most of them haven't been as nice as Kenway. So
I find that a little hard to believe.
Oh, I mean, I don't know about, I mean, same, but we drove through some real shitholes to get here. Pardon me for saying so. Lucille's bed and breakfast is just, I mean, it's a lot nicer than the Motel 8.
Well, yes, I guess that, there are parts of the desert that does have its charms. I'm surprised you think that about our little corner of the American Dust Bowl.
Well,
This accent is inconsistent as hell.
Well.
Because when I wear these headphones, I can't hear my own voice.
Shit happens.
Did the Dust Bowl come this far west?
No,
Okay.
Who knows?
that's an Oklahoma thing.
I'm not gonna call that man out on it, but
That was the prairie. Although I guess this has also always been dust, so, it is the desert. But,
yeah.
yeah.
Not really Dust Bowl so much as just kind of a bowl of dust.
Yeah.
Consistently.
So, but actually, I mean, we did come in here for a beer, but I was just wondering, we would like to get in to talk to the station manager of the radio station, just on account of that is sort of the main draw on the electrical systems in the area, and we kind of need to talk shop. But the real we wandered into the little museum, and the person at the desk was actually pretty enthusiastic, but wasn't really able to point us at any particular person. So I'm just wondering if you might know.
Yeah, rookie's fun, but I don't know about rookie's fun.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, good guy. But anyway, no, the station, the head of the station, is that still okay, fuck, I forgot the guy's fucking name again. Hey bitch, learn your lines.
Who, Manny?
Yeah, just out of character real fast. So the famous radio announcer was
Monty Bushell.
And yeah, anyway, okay. So back into characters.
His son, I believe you saw some museum material. It's Manny Bushell.
Yeah, no, and it's still Manny Bushell who took over from his father, right?
Yeah.
Running the place?
Yeah, sure did. People say he's he's got his father's vocal cords. Sounds just like him.
Yeah, no, it was the funniest, damnedest thing. We actually, I drove through this area a few times, as a kid, and I just remembered hearing the radio station and drove back into town and thought, damn, wow, it's some deja vu. Anyway, you wouldn't know where we could, find Manny, would you?
Yeah, I mean, usually here. I don't listen to the radio much because he comes in here and talks my ear off in the nighttime anyway.
Oh.
But I haven't seen him in a little bit, honestly. You'd like Manuel. He's Manny. He's amenable to visitors. He doesn't get a lot of fans in the area, so I know he's thrilled when he meets someone who's listening.
All right. So you said, but he hasn't been down. He hasn't been in the bar in a couple of days.
In here?
Yeah.
No, not for a while.
All right.
At least a week.
Oh, great. Oh well, I looked at Saint, just like I suppose we'll have to try the station again. I don't know, maybe he went on vacation and left a note with somebody or something.
Is there anyone else who might know where he is? Anybody anyone he's close to? I know this sounds like kind of a stretch, but like Al said, he's really kind of the main guy we need to talk to.
Yeah, we
unfortunately we're kind of on a time crunch.
We do have kind of a checklist.
Yeah,
and you can always you got some wiggle room when you got to drive this far between assignments, but we do have to get back on the road.
Yeah, I mean, his mom still lives in town across the street. If he's not visiting with her, or if he's not in his home, he usually sticks to the station or here, or that's honestly about it. But again, I haven't seen him in at least a week.
Oh, actually, the other thing I was meaning to ask was, we actually had a buddy of mine, Ollie, came through here, working on doing a little bit different work, but he was checking up on the lines in this area too, and I know his itinerary was supposed to take him through Kenway. I wondered if he had I know he appreciates cold beer as much as the next guy. I wondered if maybe he ended up in here, if you'd talked to him at all.
Well, if he's a tourist, he would have had to come in here. I'm the only restaurant in town, whether he likes cold beer or not.
Fair.
And then he gestures with his artificial arm to approximately Ollie's height.
Yeah.
About
Yeah, that's Ollie.
Yeah, no, he came in here a couple times.
Oh.
I don't know where he was eating when he wasn't in here, but...
Well, Top Ramen probably. That man had a palate of a just 17-year-old.
You flash back to the hotel room, and I forgot to mention it was filled with Burger King wrappers.
Yeah.
The smell of Funyuns fills the room.
Yeah, no. Ollie's a funny guy. I always, he used to get, he's one of those guys, people who like, he'll read something in some sort of magazine or something like that, and he'll just get, real serious about some total crackpot idea for 3 weeks at a time, and then, you ask him about it 2 months later, and he's like, what were you talking about? So, hope he didn't...
He's a character.
Hope he didn't bore you with, whatever his latest, weird foray into conspiracy theories was.
Way to throw your coworker under the bus, huh?
I'm fishing.
Oh, I mean, he didn't talk a ton. I saw him roaming around town with his camera once or twice, but he mostly kept to himself, kept in one of the booths.
Oh.
Asked me more or less the same questions you're asking me now. About who lives in this town and if they'd been running into any problems. Saw him venture out into the woods once or twice as I was coming to open up the place.
Oh, yeah. He just, that is a man who, it does not matter what you threaten him with, he will not write comprehensive reports about anything. So I always feel like I spend a third of my time on the road just coming through and thinking, well, I wouldn't have to go do this again if Ollie had actually, written stuff down, and of course he doesn't.
Right, well, I'm sure it must be a pretty big concern if it takes 3 utility agents.
Yeah, well,
to sort it out.
I mean, I don't... Look, I mean, I word does occasionally trickle down, and I will say there's been... there's some some sort of plans in the works. They're looking at new places to put up those real high energy corridors. And the real big chunky power lines, the ones that I don't know if you've ever driven under them, but they have that weird hum to them. Oh,
sure. Yeah.
Well, there's
I bet those things are going to give me awful migraines, but
that is one of the things is that's sort of, we're sort of in the preliminary stages of figuring out where a new high density corridor would go, and there is, I guess, maybe some question of whether or not that would cause problems with the radio station, which was a big chunk of why we wanted to talk to Manny, on account of he would have a better idea of whether that was something that was gonna, cause problems on either end. So
right, of
anyway.
Course. We do that without my voice cracking.
Yeah,
right, of course.
So,
yeah. Fucking 27 years old. It's fine.
Anyway, I will. At this point, I'm not going to look at Saint like do you have anything else? Kind of just like, are we done?
No, I think sounds like you've fielded quite a lot of our questions recently. I really appreciate your patience. I
will tip generously for my beer.
Yeah, and I think vamoose. We should try and, once we're outside and there's nobody around, I'll be like, we should try and find Manny's house.
That's a good idea.
Because he might have spare keys.
Actually, let's get another beer and go sit in the back booth.
Sure. I don't know, but here's the thing is, I don't know if I want anyone accidentally hearing us.
We can talk quietly. Can we say, the jukebox is loud enough that if we talk quietly,
yeah, we'll take the booth next to the jukebox.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll just take the one on the other side of the jukebox.
Okay, sounds good.
And let that kind of muffle what's going on. Okay, so
yeah, and of course to prevent yourself from being heard, you take out the roll of tinfoil in your bag.
Yeah, absolutely.
And fashion a small hat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say we put in an extra dime and pick the most high octane thing this particular jukebox.
I was gonna go for a salt and pepper diner gag.
I said that and then I went, or we could do the salt and pepper diner.
Fucking handshake meme.
Yeah, I take out some change and put in 9 plays of What's New Pussycat.
We're gonna get kicked out of this bar.
Yeah, and then we're summarily ejected from this bar.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
We take
so
stock.
Here's our red string.
Yeah,
moment.
it's time for our wall of red string moment. So.
You find a booth toward the back end of the restaurant, hopefully far enough away from the bartender and close enough to the music. You've got Ollie's laptop, you've got a bunch of photos, you've got presumably some notepads or whatever. You're welcome to lay out the clues as you know them so far.
Okay. So, real, just bare bones shit that we know. People are disappearing. They are going to a place between places.
Yes.
Playing the radio station makes them go further away.
And it's specific. It's frequency specific too. It's not just radio waves.
Right. It is the local radio station. That's a sub point of the point 3. Ben, please keep up. I am doing finger counts on my fingers, so just, work with me here.
People are disappearing.
People are disappearing.
Someplace.
They're going someplace in between places. They're turning into shadow people. But presumably they're going to kind of like a half dimension above us so we can still see them.
Yeah. We don't know how long this phenomena has been happening, but
it seems
fairly
recent.
Yeah.
Which could mean anything from 6 months to 4 weeks. But it's not been going on for years.
No.
We know there's a anomaly in the woods. There's like a pit of some kind.
Evidence of something, possibly an impact site, but it's unclear. We know that the Manny, who's in charge of the radio station, is missing and possibly attempted to contact through the radio. Yeah.
We know the mayor is being targeted. Targeted is maybe a strong word. We know that the mayor is experiencing these anomalies in a way that is different from everyone else. He's very specifically seeing them in a way no one else is seeing them.
And it seems
no one else is talking about seeing them.
Yeah, and it's unclear as to whether there's some sort of amnesiac effect at work, or if it's just, natural cognitive decline that comes with age.
Yeah.
We know...
And this is all just things that I'm trying to avoid the, speculation, even.
No, I know. We know that the shadows are affected differently by UV light.
Yes.
And, full spectrum sunlight.
And sunlight. So it's
but they are visible under full spectrum sunlight.
Waves. Waves. Both they are affected by both sound and light waves. We know that cactus can sense them.
Yeah, there's something to do that.
Something about the cat.
It's a different set of sensory parameters.
We should also possibly make a list of things that we need, the questions we need answered.
Yeah, okay.
Which would be what causes them to go, what specifically causes them to go over, subpoint. Is there an inciting incident, or is it a buildup of time? I'm waiting so Ben can catch up. Yeah. Next question. How long does it take before someone switches over? Is there a timeline that we need to be worried about? Because Ollie was here for a couple of weeks. But we don't know if that is a standard idea, or if he was affected faster because he was going after them, or
we have no clue.
If there's a variety, we just don't have any idea. And maybe that doesn't matter, but I think we should at least try and figure out if it is something that does matter.
Yeah. We need to know if once people are shifted into this other state, do they stay like that?
Yeah, can they come back?
Yeah.
Or alternatively, are they going further? Are they going to go out the other side?
Yeah. And then
I guess an obvious question is why?
Yeah, why?
what was the inciting incident?
One of the things that we need to know is we need to get into the radio station because we need to know if there's anything anomalous about the radio equipment.
Yes, it seems this maybe goes on the facts list. Oh, there's a stream of notes, presumably. I'm loving these notes. It's just why. This may be approaching the speculation area of the notes, but the center of the core of this mystery appears to be the radio tower.
Yes.
Everywhere else we've been, we've gotten something, but nothing super concrete. We've gotten nibbles of something, but I think that if we could get to that radio tower, maybe we'll just fucking crack this whole case wide open and go home. But I don't know. We won't know if that is really kind of the source until we get in.
No, there's no way of knowing. What made the depression in the woods? What is it?
Yeah. Is it physical?
Was it an impact?
Is it another fucking alien?
What
Dopamine, shut the fuck up.
Incredible. Love my it starts just pumping selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors into the forest.
Is it related to Mandy specifically, or is it like is it something he did, or is he impacted because he's the radio guy? Are we dealing with someone made a bad deal with the fair folk situation, or are we dealing with a guy was at ground zero when shit popped off situation? I made that fair folk crack just kind of as a flippant remark, and now my fucking wheels are turning, and I'm really having some thoughts here, but we're not even going to mention them yet because we just don't know.
I very much hope it is.
I mean, or the devil. I'm not limiting it to the fair folk here, but
I very much hope the explanation is more scientifically coherent than that.
Okay,
We
Scully.
need to get into the radio teacher.
We need to get into the radio tower.
We need to get into the radio tower.
Or elves, or Elvis. Okay, well, Ben, first of all, elves don't make deals. That's not part of their thing. Elvis did, but he's dead. So, yeah, we need to break into the radio tower.
We're gonna have to.
We need to break
That's
into the radio tower.
the next episode on ParaScience. The gang breaks into the radio tower.
Yeah, or we break into Mandy's house. But I think that we need to break. I think the radio tower is just faster.
Nobody seemed concerned about people going missing.
No, which makes me wonder if maybe this is a Stepford Wives, there's a town conspiracy situation happening here. That was said in a Matty voice rather than a Saint voice, but he would have made the same crack, so...
It lends weight to the amnesiac effect theory.
Mm-hmm.
That
Step
there's
fraud.
Something...
Yeah. People are forgetting. Step frog. Either people are forgetting or people are aware and are just keeping their mouths shut. I did think it was a little bit odd that the bartender, like, we came in like, hey, we're electricity guys, and no one's been in here a while, and he didn't correct us. But that was my thought is, if it was me, I would have said, hey, wasn't one of you guys in here last week? No, I think our... no, I say, comma, to God. I think that our next plan really is to break into the radio station. I think that's... I haven't broken into a building since I was 17, but I think we'll be fine.
As much as I prefer to find an excuse for someone to let me in the front door, I think you're right.
I mean, who's to say we couldn't find a key conveniently lost somewhere and borrow it and then return it and be like, oh, we found a key conveniently lost somewhere. We've literally done that once already today.
Yeah, we have, haven't we? I'll say Alistair, downs the last of his beer, and then just, the pen that he's been sort of absent-mindedly clicking the end in and out of while they've been talking. He just clicks it one more time and then taps the notepad that they've got between them. It's just we need to break into the radio station. And as much as I would prefer to find a reason for somebody to let me in the front door, if that's not going to be an option... kind of just raises his eyebrows at Saint, waiting for him to fill in what the plan is going to be.
Well, people misplace keys all the time. We found a misplaced key earlier today.
We did.
He used to say we couldn't find another.
Wonder if he's really gone missing.
Well, he's either gone missing or he's done the opposite, which is he is stuck in one place, and that place is the station.
Maybe we'll get lucky and he left it unlocked.
One can hope.
Well,
and I think Saint will stand up after he's stops peeling the label off his bottle of beer and stands up and he extends his hand and says, "So, you feel bring a couple of rules?"
think I might have diplomatic immunity. Let's go.
What you've just been listening to was ParaScience, a glimpse into a world unknown. It was an actual play horror adventure told to you through the Fate system. Our players were Ezra Kaye as Eyes on the Ground Agent Alister McAndrews, and Matty Trumbo-Gomes as capable young man Saint Garcia-Flores. As you may have surmised, Nick will not be joining us for at least this arc as they pursue their education. As for myself, I was your game master and disembodied voice, Ben Hamlin. I also produced this show, just for you. Our theme song and incidental music are by the incorporeal Johnny Rinaldo, and our logo was crafted by the haunted visage of Terra Bosart. Additionally, this chapter's story was created with the assistance of Sara Husen. This show is brought to you by Infinity Break, where we're telling stories our own way. We appreciate you listening to this program. If you would like to help the show succeed, there are a good many ways to do that. You can help spread the word about the show on social media and by simple word of mouth. You can @us at ParaSciencePod on Twitter, and while you're at it, why not tag InfinityBreak23? We have a Patreon at patreon.com/InfinityBreak, where you can start donating to Infinity Break for as little as $1 a month. We appreciate your support and promise a good deal of behind-the-scenes audio. And finally, if you listen through Apple Podcasts, don't forget to leave a review. Reviews help us rise in the podcasting charts and help more people stumble across our show like a body in the woods. That's all for now. Let ParaScience flicker and stretch behind you, like a shadow in the hot desert sun. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time.